It's time for the WWF Intercontinental title match between Steve Austin and Bret Hart. This match would go 16 minutes. I'm sure it was probably going to go another 10 minutes longer until Austin broke his fucking neck. I want you go ahead, Travis. You tell me what you thought about the match up until that point, because a lot of people know what happens in this match. I don't really want to dwell on it too much, but I'd rather talk about how good the match was doing up until this happened.
I have some notes from books regarding Steve Austin's point of view.
Okay. I'm sure he was pissed.
But first,
because didn't Owen not even call him or something like that? He was too afraid to call him?
We'll touch on that when we get into the broken neck. But you want me to focus on the positive parts of this match right now? So, first off, it's the first time that Stone Cold and Owen are actually wrestling on a pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure, let alone in a singles match. So, looking in...
Well, it's not the first time they would face each other in a pay-per-view.
No, Canadian Stampede.
Yeah, but it's definitely the first singles match.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And Owen, he is pretty much doing not what Bret's doing, but very similar to what he'd do with Taker. He's working the bad knees of Austin. He's doing some limb work.
Sorry, I just noticed you got 3 versions of the Zodiac book.
Yeah, whatever.
I know one of them being one of mine.
One of them is different, too. One of them's like added content.
I think it's the Zodiac Unmasked.
Yeah, the red one.
Because I got the other one, the black one. That's
about
my
the
old
other one because it was a dope-ass cover. It was dope. Oh, man.
You read the whole book, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's a really good book.
Love it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, amazing. So he's doing a lot of limb work on Austin for the most of this match.
He works the neck a lot, too. And it's very, very eerie Indiana.
I'm glad you noticed that because I was going to bring that up. That is a weird thing to foreshadow on, you know? If I was a viewer at home and I saw the tombstone without a slow-mo view, I would have thought, oh, come on. You're gonna say he's got a broken neck?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it would become very evident as that would go on that there's something seriously wrong.
With a different perspective, what Austin does post-broken neck is hard to watch.
It's very, very hard to watch because it looked like a guy that is not there. He looked like a guy who's in a lot of trouble. It looked like a guy who was visibly hurt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what it's actually like when you get dropped on your head. It's not what wrestling portrays it to be. It's very, very high consequence, very high danger if it happens.
Yeah.
There's a reason why some of these moves are banned. Like, I can understand banning a pile driver. You know what I mean? I can understand that, especially a sit-out pile driver. Tombstone, I mean, how many people have been hurt on the tombstone? Goldberg. Right?
That's
Hogan claims he was hurt, but Taker knows he never hurt him.
It was because Taker was holding him too tight, so it gave him backlash on his neck. Yeah. That's what he says.
Fuck it.
But Tyler, I have a little bit more good stuff to talk about regarding this match. Owen works over Austin's hands, biting his middle fingers. He's prying them apart Pete Dunne style. You know, it was really fun to watch, I thought.
And Owen has a haircut.
Yeah, Owen, crew cut, man.
Yep.
Crew cut. And Austin uses that to his advantage at certain points. But Austin ends up getting out of his arms being caught out of the ring ropes at a certain point. He escapes, fires up with a power bomb, a stun gun, sends Owen out of the ring. And back in the ring, Owen gets the advantage again, his diving elbow. Austin is now getting worked over with the neck. And that's when JR starts saying that he has neck issues and everything like that. Very, very interesting.
Like I said, very, very eerie Indiana.
It's very eerie.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Eerie Indiana. That's an old TV show, right?
Great show.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, at that point, Austin locks in a sharpshooter, fails immediately, and Owen hits a fucking beautiful bridging German.
This match might not be known for what happens in the first 15 minutes of the match because of the finish of the match.
Yeah.
But it's a good match. I mean, we would never ever see a rematch of this, I don't think.
Austin did not want to work with Owen after
this.
Especially because of what happens. But okay. We're right here in the moment. And Austin turns a sleeper exchange into a stunner. Owen gets up, argues with the ref. Austin catches him off guard. He Irish whips him into the ropes. And he goes for a tilt-a-whirl, backbreaker, side slam type deal.
Yeah.
Owen reverses it, flips through, has him for the tombstone, and sits out on it.
Yeah. Yep. It's I mean, it's hard to watch.
His hands go limp
Oh
immediately.
yeah, you could tell. You could tell while he's on the ground that he can't move his hands.
And Owen, Owen's talking to him because him pandering to the crowd all that time.
Yeah,
that's because he knew he's
he
got
knew
to
he
do
was hurt.
something.
He had to do something because I mean he had him out. I mean the proper thing to do would have pinned him right there. That would have been or just call the match off.
Call it on the fly.
Yeah,
you know.
I would have just oh you can't feel. I'm going to pin you right now. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
I'm wondering if
let's not make this guy who's got a broken neck try to do a roll up. Not make him try to stand up. You know what I mean? If this was today, the match would just end.
First question: are you okay?
Yeah.
Second question: should we end it?
Yeah.
And Owen should have just pinned him.
Yeah. I agree. That's how it should have done. Then you would have gotten away with Austin having to hold the Intercontinental title for a couple. How long would he hold it?
They had to hold a tournament.
Yeah.
Because he had to vacate it immediately.
Yeah.
So it went right back to Owen.
I mean, as it should.
No. It might have went to Rock.
Rocky.
It might have went to Rock.
Yeah. Because he would join the nation pretty soon.
It either went to Owen and then Farouk had it and then it went to Rocky or something like that. I can't remember. But that is irrelevant because as Owen bides all this time, Austin finally gets up to his knees, which is an incredible feat, and delivers the worst schoolboy you'll ever see, but it has good reason to be the worst schoolboy you'll ever see.
It's very bad.
So in Austin's book, The Stone Cold Truth, Austin said that Owen wanted to do the sit-out tombstone that night, and Austin had hesitations about it. And even though Austin did it in Japan on Masahiro Chono in 1992, breaking Chono's neck, Austin had trepidations about it, but never specifies in the book that he did that. And Austin wanted Owen to do it the way the Taker did it.
Yeah.
But they were in semi-main. And especially
Taker's
to
the next
have
match.
that go on 2 times in a row, let alone once in a show.
Especially to have it be kicked out, because obviously Owen wasn't supposed to win.
Yeah. And
have somebody kick out of the tombstone.
I don't understand why the sit-out tombstone happened. How often did Owen do that?
Not very often. I don't think.
I can hardly recall him ever doing that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to look back and.
Well, you'll
like,
never
what
get
could
Owen's
you
perspective on it, so
No.
that's the thing.
No, and I don't think he ever spoke about it, did he?
I don't think so. No.
I mean, and you know what's the worst part about it is to is to have the balls to parade Owen out in the main event after this. Like, you look at Owen in the face when he comes out for Brett, and you could tell he does not want to be there. His mind is somewhere else. He's thinking about Austin.
I hate to even compare it, but Over the Edge, you know, where he thinks that maybe he fucked this guy up, really bad, and I don't
really know what the correlation Over the Edge is.
99.
What about
Owen,
it?
With Owen.
What does that have to do with Owen feeling bad?
The fact that he doesn't want to be there because he doesn't know if Austin's okay or not, right?
Yeah.
Like tragedy and no one understands what's going on.
Yeah.
Very, very light comparison.
To a very
I'm sorry.
lesser degree, but like, because everybody knew Owen was basically dead.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Austin. They were talking about him having a stinger. Right. So now I think that was the best case scenario cover that they could come up with.
Austin probably had the injury that could have warranted him a year off.
Oh yeah.
And that's probably why
come back
happened.
in January? When would he come back?
Survivor Series.
He would come back in Survivor Series. Yeah. Oh, fucking gross.
Holy shit, no. He wrestles Owen at Survivor Series, and that's the last match they ever have.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
We got to get there for me to remember the small shit because Survivor Series is a blur.
Well, I mean, all anybody remembers about Survivor Series is Brett and Sean.
Did you ever watch it?
No.
Okay. It's got a weird vibe.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that weird vibe is only because you know what's going on.
I don't know. It's not like, it's weird. It's a weird show. It's a weird show.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine it's got a lot to do with just hindsight and watching it and knowing what's going to happen. Like it's like I bet you the same thing would happen if you turn on Over the Edge now and started it from the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, this is a weird show to watch. Right? Like, so. But yeah, no, I mean, do you have anything else from the book?
Just that Owen never called him.
Yeah.
Never asked if he was okay. And even Brett doesn't have an excuse for that when he's asked about it.
I mean, Brett wouldn't either. He's not Owen. You know what
He's
I mean?
not Owen, exactly. But usually Brett always has something to say about something.
Yeah, but I mean, and I don't want to speak ill of Owen Hart, but it's
I'm not.
No. I'm not saying you are. But like Brett is probably not going. He's not going to say anything bad about his dead brother. You know what I mean? So he's not going to. Whether Owen was too ashamed to call him or not, I don't think Brett's going to say that.
Yeah,
because
I think that's all it was too.